Okay, we're in a spot. This is in Sage Canyon, on Sage Canyon Road in California, and it is at the crossroads of the Chiles Valleys. And this is a plaque that people can stop at, but I wanted to show you the actual mill, but I thought we'd check this out first. So it was built by Joseph Ballinger Chiles, who first came to California in 1841. He erected the mill on Rancho Catacula in 1845 through 46, the first American flour mill in Northern California. The mill was still used in the 1880s. Chiles was a vice president of the Society of California Pioneers from 1850 to 1853. This is a historical landmark, and yeah, it looks like it was placed here by the State Park Commission in 1956. And now the road has been bulldozed and it's down below, and people who used to drive by this and see it don't even see it anymore. They bomb by it and bomb by it, and you know, it's still on your public property. There's the ranch fences. You can see where my truck is parked, and it's a really cool thing. And what I think a lot of people don't notice at all is that the mill would have been on the creek. And if you look over here, see what I'm seeing? I've never been down there, but that looks like a stacked human-made earthen dam going across the top of this, and this is a huge canyon here. So I thought we'd do a little quick explore, because I believe that the mill must have actually been right there. They put this landmark up saying that it was near the old site. And now, you know, let's go. This is where there's gray areas, there's no fences. Sorry about the wind. Yeah, and there's a way down. Look, poison oak, woo! So this is cool. Everything that ever came over that dam landed down here. Metal detect the creek someday. Oh, look at that. Look, see that? That's definitely the old structure. Coming off here, you see it went all the way down. They incorporated the natural rock, and then look on the far side. That's what caught my eye. Now I stopped and found the plaque. I remember seeing this before. Ooh, look at all the quartz in the rock too. Look at the waterfall. This is beautiful. So there's the old, I was actually driving on a part of it. Oh, this road probably came up to it. That's the edge of the road. There's some modern riffraff that we came down. But here's the old structure stacked. It goes all the way underneath all these berries, all the way across. It's on the natural rock, and then you can see the line of it. So this would have been a dam. The water would have been behind that, and there would have been a turning wheel, just like you see. And this was, I guess, the first American flour mill in Northern California. And so that would have turned, hit a gear that was turned sideways that would move a big flat stone. Usually it was a grist mill, and there would be a hopper above that fed the grain into it, and it would slowly grind out, and then they would collect the flour from around that. And that's how they made flour, using the energy of the water. No electricity, no gas, no coal. And this is the very same creek and water that they were using. You see it broke at some point, or they broke it, but this would have been just a solid wall across here with the mill located above it, or next to it, or on it. This is really awesome. I didn't even know this was here. I drive by this all the time. Beautiful. And then look how thick the dam is. Okay, I'll try and get a shot of it for you. But it's, man, that was some handmade stuff. And this creek really flows. So you can see it was all the way up here again. This is head height to me, and tearing at it. So it has to withstand that every year. And I'm sure it just gets a little more eaten away every year. Loses a couple more stones. So I don't know how long this will be here. Looks like real handmade. You know, they usually just, I found some of the kilns and ovens where I think they were cooking limestone. You heat it to a certain temperature, and then after you grind it up, it's mortar. So I think this is just real simple cement, I guess you can call it, non-Portland cement, you know. Anyhow, look how thick that is. They use this knob of rock behind it here that was natural to back it up, and then they use big flat square stones like I do on the outside, and then a rougher fill on the inside. You see that? Same deal there. Your nice face. We'll try and get across this, but it's slippery. Maybe I'll go up there. But this would have all been a pool and a pond with the actual buildings. I mean, that looks like an old tree there. But yeah, smooth face, rough inside. I hope the audio is coming out on this. But look at that. Slippery rock, but this is just all quartz. You see that? Layers of rosy quartz, and you can talk about hard stone. This is just a quartz intrusion. That's crazy. And then they had this knob, and they built behind it. But I mean, they went all the way around and connected to probably what we're using, their old utility road. And then the canyon gets deeper and deeper from here on out. Man, this is slippery. Let's get across there. Wet foot, not that bad. I don't know, this side just seems cooler to me. I'm touching you. Look at that. They did rocks all the way back in there. Roots have grown over it all, but little flutter by. We'll have to climb up there a little bit. Nice job, nice smooth outside, and they gave it that little bit of angle back. You see how you do that? Then the inside can be rougher stacked stones, as long as they're strong. Hey, little blue belly. Look at the little lizard. It's high. It must not get people down here. They're not that afraid of me. He's actually running towards me. Anytime you get far out in the world where there aren't a lot of people, the animals aren't afraid of you. It's the weirdest thing, but you'll notice it. I think it's because they haven't learned to be afraid of us. We're just another creature. I've been far out in Alaska and had doll sheep walk up to me on the top of the mountain because they didn't know what I was and they could tell I wasn't a predator. So, anyhow. Little lizard. Can we touch the camera to your face? No. He's got quite the kingdom, huh? Here's the inside. So this would have all been back underwater in the day. So anything that would have fallen in their pond that was a heavy could still be here. What's this? Looks like probably a modern fence stake. There's a lot of modern reality upstream. But still, this would have been the bottom of their pool, but I mean, it rips through here, so. All I see beyond this is berries, berries, berries. Jumps back across there now. There's one side of the dam and the other. It's exciting, but kind of cool and weird and spooky to be like in the old underwater area. I can feel it. Oh, big old pile of gravel. Yeah, I don't see. Those are berries. They're like stories tall. Can't really get through there. We can come back more in a dry season. I can scramble up there. Looks like just a little ledge of land, but it's literally this tree that you see. There's the roots coming out there, and then that's all the flat. Of course, it's been, what, 100 or so years, so could be anything up there. Let's duck down here a little bit farther. What are you? Washer machine lid from 50 years ago. Yeah, a little crazy. I'd rather come back when it was a little shallow and just walk up this puppy, bring the metal detector. Mine's not waterproof, so Gotta wait for it to dry out a little bit, but then I can hit the gravel and stuff. And see if maybe that flat there is a little road or something that goes along on the other side. We're gonna get into private property if we get up out of the creek here. So, once again, kind of using the, there's your public road, here's your public creek. Nobody in 100 or 200 years has tried to own it because it's so, you know, that's part of the reason why you leave rivers and stuff public and all that, and don't try and own it. The ranchers never did. People, even before land was disputed, when they were putting up their fences, didn't put it down here and try and say, I own to the center, you know. So, kind of common usage area. Am I babbling? It's true, it's probably here, but it's dead now. I just wanted to look at the bank and see, looks like they just kind of used the natural hillside. So, it's not lined or anything. And then these look like stones that have fallen backwards from it. But yeah, is there any gold or any cool things trapped under there? Anyhow, that's as close. Okay, so here, drilled and blasted from somewhere and brought, so who knows, probably from right here in the canyon. Although it's more of a gray limestone. It's a mix. They used everything, they weren't picky. Yeah, and it goes back, so I don't know if this is built up against it with dirt or if they just lined it, because on the other side it goes way, way back. Puh. Oh my God. You guys probably can't see that, but I just leaned into one of those huge webs that doesn't give. Holy moly. Always check your front. Because what there is for every one of those is a garden spider, at least here in California, like that big around, the yellow and black guys. Anyhow, I was trying to get past you, spooky web. If you can't see them in the middle, they're actually on the branch right at the edge, so don't be fooled either. They're still looking at me. Wanting to see what you were. Like rock? Yep, I think it's rock. A lot of Larry rock here. Rebuilding the dam. Okay, everybody, let's climb up here real quick. And actually, right, a bunch of stuff that would have been trapped behind the dam. I mean, I'm talking there was a whole mill here. There was people working here every day making flour, people coming buying. All that happened right here, right? So whatever blew out is going to be down here. Everything that didn't stick right here, I mean, look at the hole below this. Look. You guys want to go get the magnet out of the truck and throw it down in there? Yeah, you do. Okay. Time out. Be back. These slots there. That could have been part of their release channel. Okay, magnet. The magnet says, ooh, I'm excited. Sorry, I can't stop looking around. Building might have been on that side actually because the road came here. So where the big modern roads all come down and have eaten up the space now might have actually been the mill site. That's very likely. But yeah, everything that was there that was built on top that isn't there anymore, that's washed down, is going to be in some of these deep pools, so we'll hit at least the big one. Okay, I did clean my magnet up. I set it back in the dirty thing, but I got a fair shine on it again. I had to turn away from that for a second. That puppy's loud. Had to buff it down. You can see the original chrome that came on it had some little bubbles in it when I first got it. I don't blame them. It's probably really hard to make chrome stick to crazy magnets. But so I sanded it down. It got a little pitted in the in-between time. But I put wax and oil and stuff on it now, and hopefully it'll be a little more resistant to all that. Anyhow. Look at this location. Man, my shoes feel waxy today though. Okay. find the spot to wedge you guys. How about that? You can watch me. I kind of want to have good positioning because this is crazy and I don't want to swim today. Man, I hit something in there that is pretty big. Where I got snagged between a rock, I couldn't tell. Made me nervous, but the water pressure here is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it just sucks stuff down and pushes it down. I think it's really awesome though. So we can come here with the metal detector though and work all these little pockets all the way down and look for anything cool. But today I thought we would just do this initial, kind of doing a lot of poking around right now. It's really the beginning of a baby turtle or a beetle. Huh. It's the beginning of our good exploring, partying down, having fun season here, so trying to find the best spots for everybody. I'm gonna jump over there and look. I thought I saw the tiniest turtle swim down in there, but it might have been a little beetle. So kind of poking around downstream a little bit here, checking out our debris field. There's the dam up there, and you see there's square stones all the way down here. So if it's moving rock that heavy, it can move anything that heavy. So yeah, 100 years of flowing stuff around. But man, there was a lot of action right here. We know where it was, and a lot of it would have been right on the water. And as usual, right, 99% of all human activity occurs on it, near it, based on it. There's an old timber, huh? Probably just a log. Sorry for the shakiness. I got to take kind of a roundabout route. Man, what a cool swimming spot though, huh? So we got a waterfall, a historic dam, the first American flour mill, and in California, I believe. Probably American because the Spaniards probably had flour mills here before. So let's throw a couple times. Got ourselves out on this rock. See if we can get the big thing from this angle. It's a sword! No. Get out of here. I almost got it in the face by another one. This one's already eating though, so it doesn't need me. But I'm gonna crawl away to somewhere and finish my meal. It's got a little flying insect in its web and it's nibbling away. This isn't a super big one either. But big enough I don't need you crawling down my shirt. Okay, little spider. We'll see you later. Yeah, this place gets flushed pretty heavy is what I'm seeing. But it just means, like anything else, there will be a point downstream here where you can start seeing gravel and littler stuff pile up, and it's not all... The reason why it's all rock is because nothing sticks here. So we'll go downstream soon and find the spot where everything's stuck, and we'll look at it. Enjoy. Hope to see you out there. Everybody be safe. Have a good day. Have a happy spring. See you next time.